Okay, let's start our algorithm. I'll start with year first. So we have three things to crack. Okay, first we have to crack day, then month, then year. How we gonna implement these three things? So first is most complicated is year, because a lot of code will be written inside this. Then complexity wise month will come. Then easiest one is day. Okay. So basically we are trying to find for a given year what will be the number of odd days. I'll come up to but slowly and slowly I'll go, so that you will be able to connect it. So first in this video I am telling you how to figure out whether the year is century, whether the year is leap year or not. Okay, so here you can see, so we have any random year. So a year can be leap year or a year can be normal year. These two are the only possibilities. A leap year has 366 days in a whole year, total 366 days, and a normal year NY, this is LY, this is NY, and a normal year has 365 days. Some of the examples of leap year is 2016, 2020, 2024, 1644, 1740. These years are leap year. Whereas some examples of normal year is 1942, 1643, 1245. These are the years which belongs to normal year. Okay. So what is the main thing which is creating this difference? So it is this: a leap year is only divisible by 4. Okay, and a normal year will be divisible by will not be divisible by 4. That's the only difference. Okay, making this different. Now these guys you can see all are divided by 4, whereas these guys are not divided by 4. Hence they are normal year, and hence these guys are leap year. That is one concept. Second concept is about century years. Century years means which are divisible by 100. Okay, which is divisible by 100. For example, 1200, 1600, 1900, 2000, 1400, 1100. So these are divided by 100 because you can see at last you have 2 zeros. Okay, that's why they are divisible by 100. So this is the concept for the years which are not century years. If you have century years, this is the concept. A century year also can be a leap year or it can be a normal year, but the condition for checking will be changed. A leap year, for century year, a century year will be a leap year if it is divisible by 400. Okay, not 4 we are checking here, divisibility by 400. For example, 1600 is divisible by 400, 2000 is divisible by 400, 2400 to 2400 is divisible by 400. So these all numbers are divisible by 400, and they are also divisible by 100. You can see, so they are century years and they are divisible by 400. That is why they are leap years. Similarly, if you will see for normal years, they should not be divisible by 400. For example, you can see 1500, 1700, 2100. They are not divisible by 400, but they are century years. They are divisible by 100. You can see they are divisible by 100, but they are not divisible by 400. Hence they are being called as normal year, and these guys are called as leap years. This is for century years. This concept is for year, normal year, apart from the years which are not century years. Okay, you can see none of them are century years here. So how we gonna code this? Everything, these two conditions I have coded here. So you can see if your year is divisible by 100, see modulo sign I have used means it is calculating the remainder. Okay, if you have this any year, let's say you have 1400 year, divide by 100 it will do, and it will check for remainder. What will be the remainder? It is completely divisible, so 0 will be the remainder. Okay, so if this is equal to 0 and year is also divisible by 400, same concept I have applied here, just I have written, instead of 100 I have written 400. So if it is divisible by 100 and 400, print leap year. This condition I have done. Divisibility by 100 and divisibility by 400, then it is called as leap year. You can see these are leap years. So this condition is for century years. Else if year is not divisible by, see not sign is there, not divisible by 100 means these guys, and year is divisible by 4, you can see year divided by 4, if remainder is 0 means it is, if the year is not divisible by 100 and year is divisible by 4, print leap year. These guys, not divisible by 100 and divisible by 4, so these guys will come here, then also it is leap year. So that's why else if I have used. If, else if, so two condition we have covered. The third condition is else print normal year. Okay, so hopefully you are able to see that how I have implemented this 3-4 lines of code, that's all. So here we are checking whether it is a century year. If it is a century year, then check for divisibility by 400. If it is divisible, then print leap year. If it is not, if the year is not divisible by 100 means it is not a century year, then check for whether year is divisible by 4 or not. If it is divisible by 4, then print, you can print leap year. You have to print leap year. Else if there is any other case apart from these two, print normal year. That's how I have implemented it. Okay, so this is just to check whether the year, given year is leap year or not. If it is leap year, it will print ly. If it is not a leap year, it will print ny. Simple. Okay, so that's how you will check whether the year is leap year or not, and this I will be using in months case. Okay, when I will be coding month, I will be using this. Just remember. So that was it, and I'll now jump to odd days, concept of odd days. How you wanna find the odd days in for a given year.